wanted to do. I kind of just
It's the
followed
same.
the
Doesn't, it
crowd.
doesn't need to be a job. Like, what did you want for your future? Like,
Well, sports, to be honest. Yeah.
what?
That's
Yeah.
what I'm trained in doing. Like performance sports performance analyst. So it's looking at all Premiership football clubs now have Prozone built into the inbuilt cameras inside the stadium, and it's a piece of software that you can use at the end of the game, like over the weekend when the game's finished, to actually produce a report for the manager. So a manager will come to you at the end of the game if there's been a back four that hasn't actually done the work.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And for that, he can actually give you a scenario and say, right, can you tell me why we got picked apart on the left hand side, or why we weren't successful up front? You can actually use that software to create a report, and then you pitch that back in to the team on Monday morning.
Nice, yeah. So when you were younger then, by the way, it hasn't started yet.
That's all right.
So yeah, that's cool. And by the way, feel free to shoot each other down, like, you know, sibling hijinks.
No, I think
stuff
when we were
But- so,
properly younger, we had none. I think we had such a good time in the moment. We would just play computer games. The aspiration was, oh yeah, I want to play that, play that.
Well, in the moment.
And then
Computer game,
it was one of those where we always knew no matter what happened at school, we would have a good life because of the type of people that we were. And it,
You were shit though. You couldn't do that.
no, you know what I mean. Like we were quite well known between people because we were twins, and we had an effect on people because of that.
You were twins, so you're not twins anymore.
Yeah, no, we are.
But I disowned them a couple of months ago.
But I think past that, you know, we've built something from that, and I feel like it was always going to happen. It was just how, and we had no idea how. It just happened, and then.
Is it weird?
Right, so just for the phone. So like, are you okay saying when I was young I wanted to be, and then whatever else you've got. So even if it was nothing. So when I was young I wanted to be.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would be football.
When I was young I wanted to be.
So what was it? That was the dream.
So you actually wanted to say, when I was younger, I wanted to be.
And then that's it.
Yeah, when I was young I wanted to be, and then whatever it is that you're gonna say, even if you don't say anything. Like,
Do you want to say it at the same time? When I was younger, we were.
up to you.
Go for it.
Yeah, it was a one.
Yeah.
Well, then we start. Do you want to start it now, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was younger, I wanted to be a footballer.
Nice.
You
So?
know when there, obviously. No, when I was younger, I never really given much thought. So for me, it was never more past the year ahead. I always thought I'd be something, but not sure how or when. So yeah. I think I was too young to know what I wanted to do. Or
Yeah.
what was available. Just
So-
had to come up with one word, right? That was it.
Was there anyone who inspired you to want to be a footballer?
Not one person, I guess. It was just I was good at football, and it was just something that I liked doing. Like I said, I'm exactly the same as Alex in the sense that we didn't really know what we were going to do in a professional career, but actually in the moment, football was just something that we were good at, a part of. We went from high school to college doing football, and then from college to university studying football and sports. We went from playing to actually studying it. And then we finished university in a completely different direction. So.
You all know, so,
Yeah.
yeah. Next question about motivation, pretty much answered that one. It's about being happy in the moment, which was really nice. So what did you imagine it would look like being a footballer when you were younger?
Oh, it's a strange one, I guess. A nice life, a nice easy lifestyle, I suppose. Everything you want, no sort of worries with money, I guess. I think it was just one of them things, a bit of an ego thing back then, wasn't it? It's like when you're young, your world is so small that you think you are the best. Well, if I'm not, why am I not? And then when you find out you go into the bigger world, you go to the academies and stuff, you start to realise that actually a bit garbage really. And then that's where it all comes crumbling down, and you realise that actually the world is a much bigger place.
Yeah. As twins, did you always think that you were the best, including between the two of you?
Yeah, we always thought we were better than each other at everything.
Well, it's a stranger because when we did football, I was a centre back, defence.
Yeah, I remember the manager at the time saying, "You go up front, you run the back," and that's just how it stayed.
Yeah,
and it's always been that way.
But it's weird because when we started the first team, we didn't concede any goals, but then we scored. How many goals did you score in the first?
Too many.
Over 100, I think. So it was one of them things where actually you can't really analyse who was better at what. So it was two different positions entirely. But yeah, I'd always say I was better.
Glory, don't we? So.
What advice would you give to your younger selves?
Don't worry about your future. It will fall into place at some point.
Yeah, I tell everyone that advice. I'm like, they're just coming out of university or high school or whatever, and I'm like, stop worrying about your grades, this, that, or that.
No, get grades.
Well, obviously, but grades don't mean everything.
No, they don't.
I mean, we set our own company up, we don't need grades for that. So
we were actually turned down for the course that we wanted to do because we didn't have the grades, and now we're at the top of our game, working with the biggest brands in the world with no grades. So it just goes to show that you don't need that, so don't worry about that, it will literally fall into place. And build your personality as well. I think personality is a big thing, and part of that will just naturally come when you don't worry about the world. I suppose just focus on being fun and don't worry about money, life, everything else. So, yeah.
And then you started touching it, so what are your names and what is it that you're both doing now?
My name's Alex.
Do you know? What does he do actually? What do you actually do?
I sit in an office doing most of the legwork.
Well, I'll speak for him. No. I'm Paul, and I'm the front end of the business for our digital agency, and I delegate all the work to
me. Yes, you do all like the meetings, and I just sit there typing away. But no, we do like web design, graphic design, coding, back end software, and all sorts. So it's for some quite big clients and exciting work.
Do you want to feel free to say the name of your company? So if you want to just if we do it's up to you. You don't have to. But
So we started off as Bags Media. It was something that we actually created when we were 14 years old. We actually used to enter competitions on a website called SitePoint, where businesses would open up like a competition and you would submit your designs. You submit your designs, and then the host of the competition will select you. We used to win them all. When we then packed that in, we had a domain and a website registered to it. A couple of 10 years later, we came to register it again. It was still available. So we started up with Back to Media. We then switched to Back to Digital about a year ago, just because media didn't really fit what we were actually doing in the software business. And we've just recently launched what we've learned from Back to Digital over the last 7 years into a new agency called Tools for the Trade. Tools for the Trade provides digital tools for trade departments within consumer goods companies. So we're talking Adidas, Reebok. Yeah, you were a bit of a yeah.
Alright, thank you. And what makes you persevere, continue on your journey?
Just love it.
Now it's money, I think. Now it's money, it's the lifestyle of you run a successful company, you have clients who trust you, trust the work that you do, and you don't have someone else to speak for or answer to in a way. I don't think people have really grasped that until they actually run their own successful company. We would love to get to a point where we could bring people on, but in no way would I want them to feel like they have to properly answer to us. We want to be quite an open environment.
So for me, although money is a motivator, we didn't start the company for that.
No.
So the biggest things why we do what we do is because we have no rules. At school, we never abided by the rules. We never abided by any rules. As twins, our parents hate us because we never abided by the rules.
Well, if one of us would be in trouble, we'd both be in trouble.
Well, yeah, but like, when you're a creative, you know that rules limit what creativity you have. So for me, the biggest thing is that there are no rules. I can come in when I like, do what I like.
4 till 5, don't you? That's how you do it.
Yeah. And so I think it's that rule scenario. Is that there are no rules. So, yeah.
Thank you. And so, what advice would you give to parents and guardians who are trying to get the most for their children to fulfil their dreams?
I'd tell them to be yourself and try and encourage them to have a voice for themselves. They don't have to have someone else speak for them. Whilst I think an education goes a long way, the biggest thing is a personality, and a personality is only ever going to come out if they're allowed to. Some places may be a bit suppressive, some might not be. So obviously a lot depends on the type of friendships they have. I think we had quite a strong group of friendship groups, didn't we? Quite outspoken people. And
so that's a difficult one, because for me, I wouldn't like to dictate to other parents what they can and can't do with their children, because I think one size doesn't fit all. All I'd say is that all we can base it on is what our parents were like. And our dad, bless him, has just lived a life of his own, running his own company in the background as a builder. But my mum was very, or our mum, was very, very switched on. Knew how to run a business.
Let's make our own mistakes.
I made our own mistakes.
And learn from them ourselves. There was consequences to our own mistakes.
Yeah.
I think from that, you kind of learn what's right and wrong.
Which is a little
rather than someone telling you what's right and wrong. So if someone tells you what's right and wrong, you're like, yeah, right, yeah, whatever. Like, I've got my own views on that until you actually find out that what you just did was wrong.
Yeah.
So it's...
I think that's probably it, actually. Yeah, she is harsh, because she makes you do